Hello YouTube, welcome back to the layout. This is Model Train 9500. Today I've got a special review. It's on an Intermountain BNSF ES44AC. I've been wanting to get one of these for several years now, and I finally got one. They were really hard to find. I had originally planned on getting one off of eBay, and that didn't work out too well because everyone had one. So eventually I found Mater's Trains, and he had one left in stock, and I managed to get it from him. So Mater's Trains, I highly recommend his business. He was great to work with, and the shipping was incredibly fast. I think I don't even know how I got it so quick. He's from Colorado, and I had it in 2 days. So yeah, but no, he was in California. So here we got the box, and it was wrapped in this plastic stuff. And then let's get to the engine itself. Start here on the front. Got the MU cables, KD coupler with spring, the red air hose, coupler cut bar, ditch lights, and painted handrails there. So that's looking nice. Grab irons and the top there. So then we'll move over to the side and ES44AC, for those of you that can see that on your screen. Very crisp paint on here. There's wind shades or whatever on the side there. Sunshades and wind shade things. There, now you can see them, right there. And on the trucks here, there's the underframe. There's a bit of piping on it. It's kind of molded into the side though, so it can be difficult to see. It's not quite like Athearn Genesis or Tower 55 piping, I don't think, but it looks good. It looks like the style of piping Kato uses. Here we have the trucks, which are I think the high adhesion bogie. Canadian Pacific, I don't think, uses those. One thing that I'm noticing here is you can see the yellow wire from the trucks providing power, which is a bit bothering, but it's not like you're running trains going over you when it's down on the track like this. You probably won't be bothered by that at all. There's the bell, and let's see here, I'll take this thing out. There's the two grills here, which is prototypical, and I forgot to mention the 4-window cab, which is prototypical to BNSF. And there's a bunch of little grab irons on the side here. Got them there and there. Looks like one is missing there, but it's no big deal because it's over the yellow, so you can't see it anyway. And that's probably just a little factory fluke, so any other people that get that probably won't have that problem. It's not like Athearn where the pieces are falling apart. It's just one simple missing grab iron, which is alright. I'll just put another one on. Next we get to the Gevo radiator section. As you can see, there's the elevated area here and the different grill right there. Got a brake wheel, and then on the rear got the nice trucks again, but you can see the yellow wire. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but right there it says AC motors, and that is very legible. You can read that. So now we'll go to the back, and BNSF has their lights in the middle of the locomotive, and they have done that here. They put the sand filler at the top and the locomotive light in the middle. And once again we have MU hoses, a KD coupler, the red hose, and these little white things going across, as well as the coupler cut bar. And up here it looks like there's some type of grab iron, and like I said, the sand filler. So now let's take these off. Comes with these nice foam handrail protectors. Ouch. So moving along here, we have the grills, which are orange, but I think that's how they come from the factory in real life. But it's only several days after that they get darkened. So I'll probably take the handrails off, tape off the grills, and airbrush them to be dimmer, or I don't know, it looks alright. It's not the point though. Piping on the side frame here, as you can see, I've got the fuel tanks, and there's a bit of little pipe detail between the two air tanks here, and then we have fuel tank indicators and stuff like that. More piping, and right here, that looks pretty good. There's some type of device there that I haven't seen before on I think it's on my Genesis ST70ACE. It's a good amount of detail, let's put it that way. And then we come over here, and there's a red wire on the front of the trucks, and there's some kind of, I don't know, maybe that's a mirror right there. I don't know. So that's the walk around of the locomotive. Let's go to the bottom here. There's your coupler pocket and your wheels, which feels like there's very good gearing in there. These don't go back and forth a lot. It's very solid. On Atherns, a lot of times you're able to move the wheels around because the gears are so bad in there. But here's the fuel tank. It looks like it was put together with a two-piece tank. And coming along here, there's the bell, and then right there it says Made in China. No surprise there. And the coupler pocket. Alright, so now we'll move along to the top. Start at the front. The coupler looks, it's a KD, but I don't know that it's the most to-scale KD, but it works. The floors, well, the running board kind of deal right there, they're treaded, which is kind of neat. The top, we have grab irons and sand fillers, and more grab irons with your GPS and air conditioning unit. Moving along, there's safety lettering on the top, which looks pretty good. And then we get to the horn. And here's your Gevo unit again. The cool radiators, that's why I like this model so much. I love the radiators on Gevos. Then we go to the back, and that's treaded as well. And KD coupler. So let's set it on the track over here. Get a good look at it. And we'll turn the track power on. So there we go. Track power is on. So it starts right up, the lights come on. You can turn them on or off. And let's see, number 6 is your ditch lights. It's kind of hard to tell because the ditch lights are a bit dim. And 5 is your number boards, those are nice and bright. So 1's the bell. Sounds like there's a good timing difference between the bell ringing. Then you have your horn, which makes the ditch lights flash. Right here. And you can see those ditch lights flashing. The long horn seems to not make the ditch lights flash. I mean, the long horn makes the ditch lights flash, but the short horn does not. The short horn is 3. And let's see, 4 usually is the dynamic brakes. Yep, it's got the dynamic brakes on there. 5 and 6 we know are the number boards and ditch lights, so let's press 7 here. And that's a dimmer on the light, but the lights are pretty dim already, so it basically looks like they're off. 8 will mute the locomotive. And we'll turn that back on. And 9, I don't know what 9 does. It appears to be doing nothing. And then 0 turns your light on and off. So let's give it a little bit of a run test here. I'll move it to speed step 1. There's speed step 1. It gets moving right away. Alright, now let's back it up here. So let's test it around the layout. This is 22-inch radius track, code 100. It's a very quiet engine, except for the sound, but you don't hear a motor whining away in there. Sound quality is great. The speakers are mounted facing up in the rear, so it's loud and there's good sound quality. So we'll let it come by here one more time, and then we'll try it out on some smaller radius track. Alright, well let's try it out on some different tracks here. I forgot to mention there's good weight to it. It's not a light locomotive, which means it gives you good traction. So that was 22-inch radius. Let's try it out here on my 18-inch radius loop here. There we go at speed step 1. Give it some gas here. And it seems to be taking those curves just fine into the tunnel. Now we'll wait for it to come up around here. There it is. So there it is, YouTube. That's the Intermountain ES44AC. I got it from Mater's Trains. I believe his name was Josh. He's a great guy to work with, so I highly recommend checking out his business if you need to get any stuff in HO scale. That's where I got this from. His shipping was great, and the locomotive is fantastic. So thank you for watching, YouTube. I'll probably have some running videos up within the next few days, but otherwise, thanks for watching, and look for more videos in the future.